Buenas tardes. Well, I was just at the Ayahuasca ceremony last night. I've mentioned in other videos that I'm doing some volunteer work for a retreat centre in Bolivia called Sacharuna, and plant medicine retreat centre, and as a part of that is I get to go to ceremonies sort of anytime I want. So they normally have at least 2 a week, and then San Pedro and also Temescal, which is the sweat lodge. And so just had an ayahuasca ceremony last night, and just to sort of quickly share some things that came up out of that. I guess there's so much stuff that came out. But maybe I'll just talk about the process. It was just how do you even describe it? It really just blows me away at the you always use words like power, or it doesn't even seem to really doesn't seem to be the right word. I guess I get to see more of what human beings are capable of, what we've got available to us. A lot of my ceremony last night was around working with my mind, and I sort of became aware during the ceremony that I had this sort of idea that my mind was bad. Not bad, but best bad, I suppose, in some respects. And then I sort of reflected back on, think about babies and young children and stuff, and how they're just so delightful, and as long as their physical needs are taken care of, they're in the flow of life, and their minds are empty, and then if they're born into the majority of the world's population, which is, well, not majority, but in the West anyway, where our world's all about filling our minds out. And there's cultures in other parts of the world and people they bring their children up in different ways. They try and not fill their minds up with stuff. And so, I was born into the West world, so my parents did what everyone else did, and they thought the idea was to stuff stuff in here so we became smart. It wasn't just about knowledge either, it's about beliefs about life and society, and then of course because they didn't have any consciousness or don't have any consciousness about how their minds work or how minds work, they just I inadvertently just had my mind filled, and so now and so what I realised in the ceremony was that my mind's actually very pure. Well, it's not my mind has done nothing. It's just my mind's been allowed to be filled, and so now that I'm conscious of that and have done a lot of work over the years, clearing my mind, and one of the insights I got last night was just the potential of my mind. Now that I can actually get close, can actually work with it clearly. Was just, I sort of scratched on it in the ceremony and had a sensation and feeling to that. I was like, whoa. It's like, I can now understand why people, surgeons, doctors and specialists and stuff really don't know how the brain works. Because it's been, like the understanding's been filtered. It's filtered. If we don't know that it's been stuffed full of stuff, and then everything is filtered through those beliefs, of course. And so, if we clear those out, then you can actually just be purely in touch with the mind and its pure, natural self. And it's got a huge sensation of the awesome power and capabilities and possibilities of what my mind is capable of. And I had another really strong insight around, being present, and that how, everything I think right now in the present moment is going to influence my next moment. Because how I think is, translates into my words, what I say, and also translates into my actions, what I do, and all that culminates in an outcome of another moment. And it just carries on like this. So by being very aware and conscious of what I'm thinking at the moment, and having the tools, to be able to clear anything out that is not creating the next moment in a way that I would like. Very, very, very powerful. So I had a strong sense about just being a lot more conscious about what's going on in my mind, what I'm thinking, what I'm filling it with. What am I watching? What am I? So and again, and the same could be said about for emotional bodies and spiritual bodies. So as well, what am I filling those with? What am I filling my physical body with? And anything I do that is a low vibration energy is just going to bring me down. Bring my whole vibration down. So and I cleared out a lot of stuff last night around, for example, attachments that I've had to my life. I'm currently in Bolivia, and because it's how things have unfolded, it's impossible for me to go home at the moment. So I've had to let go of a lot of stuff. All this was just going to get crazy. So let go of my attachments to a lot of things, and so a lot of that, and this huge sense of freedom pops out the other end of that. Alright, well, there's a little bit of sharing from my ceremony last night, so lots of love. Bye-bye.